Hello everyone and happy Friday. Before we share my analysis from these last few days, please remember that neither I nor the SIMETRI team from Crypto Briefing are licensed financial advisors. What we provide is not a personalised investment advice. It is merely our opinions based on our various research and diligence. As always, do your own research before making any decisions about buying or selling crypto. We have a look to the key technicals. So for me, a long-time target has been 14,000. So that's the key downside level. I'm watching for a potential rebound. 18,000 and 19,000 would be the obvious upside targets. 8,200 is the monthly pivot for me. 17,000 is a weekly pivot. Once we start to get above there, then I think technically people will start to buy and at least push it towards 17,500. Daily price closes below 15,000. It's an obvious bearish signal because there's not really anywhere for the market to go but down if it gets underneath 15,000 and sets a new low. Looking on the charts for Bitcoin, it's a similar story here. We've got this triangle breakout that's started to develop. We've had a fake breakout to the downside, a new low. We should recognize the fact that the market is making a new low. So once we've made a new low, maybe we're going to move towards there and see if we can make a new high. What I suspect is going to happen, and I'll get back to this chart in a moment, is that we're going to set some type of head and shoulders pattern here. And I'm going to show you that in greater detail with Ethereum in a moment. But for the time being, this largest head and shoulders pattern still plays. Maybe we'll move back towards the neckline of the pattern, have a full retest around 18,002, maybe a little bit higher than that. And then maybe we can start to move the next down leg to either 14 or 10,000. That's very much what I'm expecting to happen. And, around that sort of area, 14,000, be good to accumulate 10,000 even. It just depends on what your the opportunity costs. If you think that it's a great chance to buy and there's some signals out there, I think it's probably the best buying opportunity for Bitcoin this year if we get there. If you're looking for a risk reward perspective, this trade for me, we could see 42,000 in 2023. I don't like to look further ahead than 6 months, but that's the sort of, that's what I'd be looking at, something like that. So if you're buying at between 14 and 10 and you've got a target of 42,000, then it's a great risk reward. And of course, you've got to have a decent sized stop loss in order to let a trade of that magnitude played out, because, you're looking at a 3x gain there. And that doesn't happen very often. So, be aware that we're probably approaching a very good buy point down here. So overall, I'm hoping for a big move down towards the 14,000 level. Cannot discount a stronger rally if we close above the 17,000 level. A drop below 15,500, and that's probably going to start the bear party. I haven't showed you it today, but there is bullish MACD divergence up to 18,000, which is playing into my theory as well, why we can see 18,000 again, as well as the head and shoulders neckline pattern test. But, we're keeping an eye on the larger picture, because the larger picture is still depicting a much larger head and shoulders pattern that hasn't played out yet, and we're just going to see that neckline test. Moving on to Ethereum, and it's a similar story with the triangle. Ethereum has been unusually weak, although do note that there's no new low, which is opposed to Bitcoin, which means that we could probably pop a bit higher. And the larger picture is still the larger triangle breakout, which is still unfolding and still hasn't happened yet. So maybe we move towards 14,000. This is what I expect is going to happen. I expect that this is going to turn into a head and shoulders pattern, and we're going to get a new high. Again, mark the fact that we didn't see a new low. So we're going to get a new high. Then we're going to fall down, and people are going to start to buy it because they think it's a buying opportunity, but I think they're going to be wrong. And then I think the market's going to fall down a lot lower. And I think this pattern here, based on the size of it, we're probably going to get somewhere near between $500 eventually. So I'm kind of hanging my hat there and telling you exactly what I'm thinking up front. Overall, Ethereum could be headed back towards the former key triangle breakout zone around 1400, although that's a very soft target. For me, we need to watch these various triangle patterns that are all in play. They're all indicating that we're going to see some upside over the holiday period, or maybe a little bit later. I still think a return and eventual break of the summer lows is on the card. And watch out what I said about the head and shoulders pattern developing. That would be very interesting if that starts to pan out. And thank you. I hope you found my thoughts helpful. If you'd like more, please click the subscribe button for Pro BTC Trader and join me every week on Wednesdays for our live trading war room and daily email updates.